Hello, and thank you for being a Junior Achievement volunteer. JA Personal Finance is an 8-session program that allows high school students to discover how their personal finances will affect their quality of life and will be the basis of how they will get what they want and need. Sessions 1 through 5 are always delivered by a volunteer. The delivery of sessions 6 through 8 depends on teacher preferences and local education standards. Throughout the JA Personal Finance program, an analogy is made between keeping your personal finances healthy and physical fitness. Therefore, the structure of each session is divided like a workout. Each session starts with a warm-up. Then students will do a strengthen activity to strengthen their knowledge. Next, a sprint activity will give students a chance to demonstrate what they have learned. And lastly, the cool down will allow students to review their newly acquired knowledge. The training session with your local JA staff will help you become familiar with JA Blended Learning and how to use JA Connect, the learning platform. But please take a few minutes to watch the overview videos so that you're comfortable with these tools before you go into the classroom. JA volunteers have identified 3 keys to success. First, become familiar with the online system. Next, spend time preparing for each session. And finally, incorporate personal real-world examples that will help the students relate to the content. Always remember to arrive early so that you have time to find parking, sign in at the school office, and log into the learning platform. And don't forget to bring a photo ID. New volunteers tell us they spend, on average, 35 to 40 minutes preparing for each week's class. As you become more experienced, your prep time will decrease. Your local JA office will provide you with a packet of class materials before you get started. Inside the packet, you'll find a copy of the guide for teachers and volunteers. It aligns the visual elements students see on the screen with your presentation and talking points. The guide is yours to keep. We encourage you to write in it, highlight key points, and make notes of local and personal examples you want to share. You'll want to reference the guide to help you stay on track during your class. The guide is also available for download in the learning platform. So if you prefer, you can refer to the session talking points and presentation outline on your tablet while in the classroom. Schedule a call or a visit with your teacher before your first session. You'll want to discuss the setup of the classroom's technology. Ask for a description of the class projection system. You'll use the teacher's computer or tablet to access the JA content and display the session slides, so there are some important questions to ask. Is there a remote control that you can use to advance the slides? Or is it a touchscreen system? Or do the slides need to be advanced by clicking a mouse or a key on the computer? If the slides need to be advanced manually, ask the classroom teacher to do this and to help play the videos from each session for you. This will allow you to freely walk around the classroom during your session. Ask if the teacher has shared the URLs for any videos or websites used in the program with the district IT department. Request that he or she does so as soon as possible so that security settings can be adjusted, if necessary, to allow access. Also ask the teacher to ensure that the speakers are hooked up and that the sound is turned on. Find out if students will have direct access to technology. It's not required, but some activities in the program have the option for student use of computers or tablets. If so, you want to ensure that students are focused on you when giving directions or facilitating a discussion. So instruct the students to close their laptop or turn their tablet face down when their e-activity is complete. Tell them this helps you know that they're ready to move on. When preparing your lessons, please preview videos you'll be showing to the class so that you're familiar with the content. When you log in on the classroom computer for each session, you may find that the session opens up to the slide you last viewed when preparing. To move back to slide 1, simply click on the navigation bar and use the arrow on the far left to go back to slide 1. Here are some helpful tips related to the interactive content. When you're on a screen with a key term, click the orange oval to show the definition. To increase student engagement, you may want to ask the students what they think the term means before showing the definition. Videos are easily started by selecting the arrow that overlays the video screenshot. For easier viewing, most videos can be made full screen by selecting the full screen icon in the bottom right corner of the video. You may notice that sometimes the on-screen directions for an activity are not an exact match of the directions in the volunteer guide. This is intentional. The on-screen directions are kept as clear and simple as possible for students. However, as the volunteer, you might need a bit more information. To engage students in some healthy competition, volunteers have the option of using the JA Financial Fitness Score Sheet to keep track of points students earn throughout the program. This sheet can be printed out or downloaded as an Excel sheet. During the sessions where there will be activities where students can earn points. All of this is clearly described in the volunteer guide. If you choose to track points, ask the classroom teacher to help you with record keeping so that you can focus on teaching. This concludes the JA Personal Finance Preparing for Your Sessions video. Now you're ready to take a look at the materials and tips for Session 1. Thank you for being a Junior Achievement Volunteer.